joined Candice this morning at Bass Racing to take us through her runners for Hollywoodbets Kenilworth on Saturday. Much excitement leading up to this meeting. And then Candice, race 2, you've got the 2 runners being Counter Attack and also Trippy Silk, who's back and trip. Despite not being an easy horse, will he enjoy that?
Yeah, Vicky's he's got his own tricks that go on in his head, I think. So we've basically reset him, starting back at Kenilworth, back in a 1200. I think he is a horse that's going to probably be looking for more ground, but he's doing really nicely at home, Vicky. He's nice and strong at the moment. His work has been good. He's just one of those horses that tries to get out of everything. You know, he's always looking for some excuse to get out of whatever he's doing. So his last 2 runs at Durbanville have been a little bit all over the place. He's runs and snatches and hanging all over the place. So back up the straight at Kenilworth, I think, might suit him better. It's, you know, it might be a little bit on the sharp side for him, but I still think he'll run a decent race, and he certainly can be competitive here. The other horse, Counter Attack. I'm not quite sure what to expect from him. I'm hoping for a better run from him as well up the straight. I think he needs to be gelded, Vicky. He's very heavy at the moment, and it takes quite a bit of work at home. Plus he's quite heavy in his neck, and he's also getting a little bit coltish. So I think Andre might be visiting on Monday morning. Sorry. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to expect, but I'm hoping for a better run from him.
Race 3, the 2 runners, Rogarun and then +4, also going over the 1200. And +4, I know you've always hinted he's quite a nice horse. Could he come back to himself?
He is, Vicky. He's always shown that he is, and looking at him, he's a lovely horse. He's just been disappointing since his first run at Kenilworth. So he too has been gelded. Both of these are having their first run back after gelding. Starting again with him as well. He's also going to be looking for further, but starting back in a sprint at Kenilworth. I think he'll run a better race as well on Saturday. Might also be a little bit sharp for him, but he's doing nicely at home since he's gelding, so I'm hoping for a better run. The other little horse also, he was a double rig, so he had to have a rig up. So he's been off for quite some time. He looks very well at the moment, but I think he might just need his run back.
Race 4, you've got over the 1600 metres, the 3 fillies, St. Bridget, Red Rose of Lancaster, and then Flamboyant Flyer. They all seem like, again, fillies that have hinted at the ability, but just need to bring that to the fore.
Yeah, you know, a filly like Flamboyant Flyer, she's just got no luck with the draw. I mean, and again, she's drawn 15. So, I mean, what chance does she really have? She needs everything going away at this stage. So it's going to be tough for her from that draw. She's going to have to come from off the pace, and going to have to hope that there is a decent pace. But she's a kind of filly that's, you know, knocking on the door and ready to win a maiden, but a little bit tough for her. St. Bridget, she had a nice debut run at Durbanville. First time out, she ran on very nicely. I'm also a little bit hesitant to say what I expect from her second start. She doesn't really show a lot at home in the sand. Because she's a tall, light filly. She's very athletic, probably also looking for 2,000 metres or so, certainly bred to go that trip. So one would think that she would improve over the ground. She's drawn nicely as well. But sometimes they flatter a little bit on their first run. So I'd like to see how she goes second start before I can, you know, really assess her properly. And the other filly, Red Rose of Lancaster, she started out quite nicely at Kenilworth, also up the straight. She just, at Durbanville, her last 2 starts, she's been extremely green. And as soon as the horses that come around her, she just drops a bit, and she doesn't travel at all in a race. So she is looking for this sort of trip, also drawn a bit wide, so I'm not sure whether I'm doing the right thing. I think I maybe should have probably put her back up the straight, given her another run up the straight, just to get her going again before putting her back around the turn. So it all depends how green she is around the turn, but she is a filly that has got ability when she puts it all together, I think.
Race 5 is WSB.co.za, the Southern Cross Stakes. 2 lovely runners in Guineas, Lassie, who's come off good runs, and then October Morn. Will she enjoy being back at Kenilworth?
Sure she will, Vicky. I think she was a little unlucky last time. I think she was a bit out of her ground at Durbanville. She had a bit too much to make up. She was catching that filly, you know, all the time. She's come on so nicely from that run. She's doing well at the moment. She looks outstanding. So I think she'll have a very big chance of winning here. Obviously not. It's a strong field, a competitive field, but I think she'll enjoy the Kenilworth 1000. I don't think it'll be as quick as the Durbanville one. So yeah, I'll give her a big chance. Gimmy's Lassie. She's a filly that's a little bit high in the ratings because she's a bit off these fillies. She's always consistent. She never runs a bad race. It's, you know, just trying to get a bit more black type with her. She's doing nicely. Just worried that the 1000 might be a touch on the quick side for her with these fillies.